Hello, I'm Jaynee from Messages from Heaven by Jaynee. Um, I put on makeup because I went to the DMV, the where you get your license, your driver's license, today, and I didn't want to waste the makeup. Um, uh, it's been a hard day. Um, I I've been upset about the election, and I drove the wrong way. I ignored the directions from the phone and went the wrong way, had to turn around, got to the DMV just in time. The first machine that they had two machines, first one I used didn't work right. So I went after a couple times. I went to the second machine and that did work right. And succeeded in doing whatever it said. And then I took the paper to a lady in the back who gave me my new driver's license. There was a room full of people waiting to get it without using the machine. Um, it had to be hundreds of people. And there was a line out the door. It was closing at 7 o'clock. I got there at 6:30 because I kept on driving the wrong way. I didn't want to go the way that Waze showed me. You know that sometimes you know better and it's telling you to go on route blankety blank and oh no, when I get on actually on 95, when I get on in Delaware, it's right before people are going to go down the shore or to New Jersey, and it's always packed and really slow where I get on. I'm like, why would I do that when I can go down this one route? Well, anyway, it was dark when I left, and being old, you don't see very well at night to drive. Like, I don't see the cement things on the ground, on the road. That sucks. Um, there's a lot it makes it really hard, and like if you see us driving slow, that's why, because we're trying not to hit anybody. There were a couple of motorcycles that went flying by me. That's fine, pass me. You have the ability, pass me. Don't worry about it. um, don't crawl up the back of my car either. That stinks. That's so annoying. Like, if you can get around me, why would you just hang on the back of my car? I put on my emergency lights, or like in the back, boo, 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 to tell the other person, maybe there's something wrong with the car, I'm going really slow. Whatever they think, I don't care. Just go around me. Don't bother me. Okay, so I noticed something that I did want to tell you. The guides said to me, I forgot this when I said about driving, it isn't just trucks. People are zooming through parking lots. Parking lots aren't streets, they're not roads. I see people zooming through. I live in this little circle off a main street, and I see trucks and cars zooming around here too. Kids play in the street. Kids ride their bikes in the street. And a lot of them aren't wearing helmets. Not just that, there are cats and dogs in the street. This little chihuahua is always walking around pooping on everybody's lawn. But it's small, so you don't really care. Oh, boy. But they fly around. Why? I don't know, just because you can. I see, I see a lot of crazy stuff. People running through red lights. But the business about parking lots is dangerous. I once did back up into somebody who, like, that's what your horns are for. When you are driving in a parking lot and you see somebody backing up, you are supposed to go beep beep to let the person know that you are going by. People think that the horns are just to aggravate people. No, they actually have a reason. There's a real reason for using them. I don't know where people, my father used to say, everybody used to say, oh, they got their license at Pep Boys. I don't know. I know they didn't, but I do wonder about where people did get their licenses because when I park nose in, you know what I mean, nose in, the car front is parked in, and in order to get out, you have to back up. I can't see the way I would like to, so that I didn't back up in front of some idiot flying down in through the parking lot. It's really crazy. On the other hand, I can tell you that I can park in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. In a big city, you know how you have to park in these little teeny parking spaces? I can do it. I'm just giving myself a pat on the back. Most people, well, they can't because we all have, when you live in a suburban place, you have your own driveway. But when I go to Philadelphia to see my daughter and her family, there are no garages, no driveways. It's city parking. And when I sometimes do reviews for restaurants that are terrific, I tell people, wait, leave 15 minutes to find a parking space. It could take as long as that or longer. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the driving through the parking lots, and the other thing is the election. I've been telling people all along that even it's politics, but I mean, it is more than that because politicians are supposed to follow the law, not assume that things that were traditional are fine to ignore. And it's certainly not okay for someone famous or not famous to be raping or assaulting women. If you're a young guy and you watch me, and you may love Trump, and that's fine. You're not alone. And he may do a great job this time, and he may do a job that I say is terrible, but that other people say is wonderful. What I look at is not who you vote for. It's definitely not your politics. It's who you are. It's your heart. It's whether you have a good heart, whether you are compassionate, whether you are a good person. I have family who really like Trump. And I told them, look, I love you. And regardless of your politics, I love you. And that's the fact. When you love people, if they're in your family or they're not in your family or they're your friends, it's not politics. Don't let that come between you. It's because your life is more than that. This life, we're here to learn. I keep saying that. I believe we have lived many lives. We've lived under tyrants. We've lived under good tyrants. We've lived in the past. So politics were different. And I'm talking to a lot of people who live in the United States. We didn't always live in the United States. We have been every race, every creed, every ethnicity. I know you feel like you are this, you are Catholic, you are Black, you are whatever, you wear a size 12 shoe. This time, maybe you do wear a size 12 shoe. I guarantee you, you didn't always. We come back when we don't learn things, when we get to wherever we're going after this. Number one, we forget. We forget what it's like on earth. And we talk to whoever, I don't know how we do it. We arrange to come back. And like I said, we've forgotten how tough it is. Earth is really hard. No matter who you are, no matter if your life is wonderful, it's hard. That's why you see movie idols committing suicide or getting high and eventually overdosing because life is hard. You think they have it made. No, they don't. We are this, in this life, we are who we are. No matter what you do, we are still who we are. We still feel the way we feel. No matter what you do, we are still that same person. And if we come back, we actually have the same personality. We have the same character. We don't have to come back. But the fact is, we forget. And we do come back. I don't know if we really choose. The psychics say we choose to come back as, as a peasant. And you don't go backward. You don't go to 14th century France. You go ahead. And you do take on another life. I can't imagine me in the past with my big mouth. Whenever I see something wrong, idiot me stands up and says, "You were wrong. Why did you park in the handicapped spot?" Because, I use a walker and some other person's going to come along and is going to be using a scooter or be, whatever, crawling on the ground. I don't know. But I say too much and I get in trouble. And that's why I tell you, don't do it. Shut up. Because I'm telling me, shut up, Jane. Stop it. Because you don't know what these people are. You may tell somebody to, it's wrong that you're smoking in a non-smoking car, or I can't imagine, on a non-smoking subway, and they pull out a gun and shoot you. And you wouldn't know. You'd think, oh, this person looks okay. They're smoking. They don't look like they'd be carrying a gun. You don't know. And of course they could be. They could be carrying a knife. They could be carrying a baseball bat. Anyway. Boy, life is hard, isn't it? It's hard. All the psychics that I listened to predicted Kamala Harris winning the election. Every one of them. I don't understand how that happened because they're good. I don't predict the future unless I'm talking to someone specific and I talk to their guide. I know I keep saying we have guides. We do have spirits around us. It can be our grandparents, and I don't know. I really don't. The person that I did a reading for recently, I think yesterday, she saw her guides, and I think she said they were all from other planets, and there can be scientists other than my son seem to mostly feel that, yeah, there are other beings on other planets, because there are millions of other planets. I don't care. It doesn't matter. People are hard, uh, unless they want to kill us or eat us. I'm not worried. Besides, I'm not worried anyway, because if they come, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just, we have Putin, and we have we got nuts here already. How much crazier can they be? So she has these aliens, and it's nice that she saw them. Well, I actually did see mine, but who knows what I saw and whether they're really, I don't know what I can't tell you. I can tell you what I'm told, whether it comes from my guides or some other part of my brain. I don't know. I've been around people who don't believe all my life. So it is hard to believe. It's just I don't have faith. Like, faith in people, yes. Faith in religion, no. Mm-mm. No. That, don't ask me to believe that something that isn't logical. Anyway, I have to shut up. I'm talking too much and too long. I got to brush my teeth and go to bed. Wash my face and blah, blah, blah. Okay. I want to tell you that my goal is to come on Mondays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which means it'll be 4 o'clock in California. And I don't know what in between, because my brother lives on the West Coast, and I always have to figure that out, But Mondays at 7 o'clock. So if you're interested, maybe I don't know what I can do yet, because I'm still like a 3-year-old on the computer, I have a 3-year-old granddaughter, and I watch her, and she's about my level on the computer. She actually isn't. When she's a couple years older, she will be. Okay. All right. So I will go. I don't want to go. I never want to go to sleep. Yeah. Okay. I love you all. I do. Thank you for letting me blab and chat. Thank you. And have a good day tomorrow. I'm getting shots in my back tomorrow. I'm hoping that they help. And I hope your day is productive and happy too. Do well. Enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you. Good night.